I find this story hard to believe.
Yeah, the Steelers and the Dolphins in the news.
Yeah, tell you what, this one is really weird. Pittsburgh is trying to solve the TJ Watt situation. And at this point, TJ Watt's situation has not been resolved. He wants a pay hike from 25 mil to 41 mil. And that's not the way the Rooney family has done business with their star players. Pittsburgh is supposedly listening to offers for TJ Watt. I find that hard to believe that with this team that they've put together, that they would make that transaction. But, camp's open in a week. What if TJ Watt doesn't show up? Interesting. Keep that in mind. Pittsburgh's looking for another receiver. They already got DK Metcalf from Seattle. Pretty good trade, pretty pricey trade. And then, Pittsburgh's got Aaron Rodgers. They're talking to Atlanta about Kyle Pitts, big pseudo tight end wide receiver. Love the player. He's just a really good possession guy with speed and massive size down the field. They're talking to Atlanta about a Kyle Pitts acquisition. They also brought in, over the July 4th holiday, Tyler Boyd. He was the third wide receiver in the whole mixed bag in Cincinnati. He had some productive years, got hurt, left because the Bengals refused to pay all their receivers. He went to Tennessee, but he got dinged up last year. Anyhow, he's out there on the street corner, and they're talking to him. They're also talking to Gabe Davis, who had a brilliant one season in Buffalo, cashed in free agency in Jacksonville, but it didn't really work out. But they're talking to him also about coming in. So Pittsburgh's got at least one acquisition at receiver and maybe a second acquisition if the Kyle Pitts trade goes through. And in terms of Miami, a lot of fallout in the aftermath of the trade of Jalen Ramsey. Your guy Tyreek Hill's upset again. Tyreek's always upset about something.
My guy Tyreek.
Yeah. So Tyreek is upset because he wanted to meet privately with Jalen Ramsey and get him to stay. But the Dolphins did not want to pay Jalen Ramsey $24 million per year this year and next year. And of course, Jalen Ramsey has since moved on. But so that's where we are. NFL training camps open in about a week. But Pittsburgh is kind of the focal point of everything going on in the NFL right now. People shaking their head and saying, can't believe TJ Watt might ask to be traded, or that Steelers would even think of trading him.
Yeah, that part of it's weird. But I talking about all these receivers for the Steelers kind of makes sense, because you're only going to have Aaron Rodgers for, 1 year?
One
right?
or two.
1 or 2. So you may as well try to get as many guys that can catch the ball on that side. So that doesn't surprise me. But yeah, TJ Watt, I mean, Steeler fan love that guy. I mean, he would be a huge loss. It's like the Chargers getting rid of Junior Seau.
Yep, and they did.
Yeah, exactly.
And Rodney Harrison, and
they
did.
Yeah.
So that's where we are, all things NFL. And again, with camps opening in a week to 2 weeks, we're going to be zeroing in a lot on the National Football League, even though we're in the middle of the baseball pennant races. Hey,